Yes, yes, y'all. Welcome back, everybody. We are live here at the Strugley Cafe. That's right. It's the first episode of the year. It is your boy, the Struggle Chef, aka Chef Strugley. We whipping up a lobster grilled cheese for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got that on the menu today. You know, a little bit of shrimp and lobster bisque on the side too. You know what I mean? We can get our dip on. It's cold over here in the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this thing. You see the thumbnail? You read the title? Let's work. Well, all right, y'all. That's right, 2025 bringing that Mr. energy, but, you know, we got to get it. You know what I'm saying? And as always, we got to start with our ingredients. We got some lobster. We got some leftover shrimp shells that I always keep in the freezer when I'm done cooking shrimp. You know what I'm saying? For times like this. And we got some mirepoix straight from the grocery store because I ain't chopping up nothing. Tomato paste, heavy cream, you know, some herbs, homemade chicken demi-glaze right here. Wasn't really enough, but you know what I'm saying? We got some garlic and this cheese right here. We got this Havarti cream cheese with a little bit of dill in it. Oh my God, it was perfect for the sandwich. And of course, you know, New Englanders, we gotta have that Vermont shot, baby. So let's get it. We got our 2 pots. We got one small, one big. One for our shrimp shells, one for the mirepoix. Takes a little time, it's all good. So we're throwing our mirepoix in the big pot with some butter in there. We got our small pot with some butter, melted. I'm just gonna add our shrimp shells in the small pot and just gonna cook it until, you know, basically they're white. All the shrimp shells is white. Let's cook it down. Don't take that long. About 5-10 minutes or so. You know, we're just gonna stir them up. And at this point, your house is gonna smell crazy. It's gonna smell amazing in here. So we're just cooking our mirepoix down. Same with the shrimp shells. We're gonna add about a cup of some change or some white wine. I'm not measuring at all. I just doing what I'm doing. It is what it is. So we got that wine in there. We just basically gonna reduce it down. You know, until there's basically nothing, no more wine in there. You know, add some garlic in there with the mirepoix, cook that down. And then once our, basically once the shrimp shells are cooked and you've got your wine reduced, you're ready to go. So it's gonna add about a tablespoon of flour because I seen somebody do this to thicken it up. I'm not gonna do this again. It was all right, but I add cornstarch at the end. But, you know, we're gonna throw our shells in with a little bit of that reduced wine. Add some tomato paste in there. Cause like I said, I thought the flour was gonna like help thicken it up. Maybe I didn't do it right, but I don't like it. I'm gonna add some cornstarch later on, like I always do. Season it up, some Italian seasoning, some dry herbs. I'm gonna add in my chicken demi-glaze, homemade. As you can see, it wasn't enough, so I had to go grab some chicken broth, and that wasn't enough. But it's all good. That's what water's for. That's what good old H2O's for. So I'm just gonna get that in there just to cover up basically everything, because we're gonna reduce this down. The flavor, it doesn't really matter, you know. Still, the flavor's gonna be tremendous flavor. So now we got our cheese shredded. We got some chopped parsley. You know, I didn't have to make a video of shredded cheese. You know, you know how to get it. So we got some claw meat, some tail meat, and we just gonna chop it up. Like maybe like roughly under a pound. Got our shredded cheese, chopped parsley. We're reducing our shrimp bisque. You know, look at that. And I'm telling you, man, I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell it. It's going to smell amazing. Oh, I did add a bay leaf in there. My fault. Pardon self. So now we got it reduced down a little bit. Maybe like it took about an hour and some change. We're just gonna drain it. Put them shells in the strainer. All those vegetables and everything in there. Stir it out. Make sure you get all the flavor and all that soup inside the pot. Don't be scared. Don't be scared now. But we still gonna reduce this down a little bit more too. You know, now we're gonna work on our sandwich. Well, the fillings. So I'm adding in some tomato paste to that to the bisque too, because like I said, it wasn't as thick as I wanted it to be with the flour, but it's all good. Still tastes amazing. So, you know, flavored up to your liking. If you can try this too, the better than bouillon lobster base, it's pretty good too. I didn't use it, but you know, if you don't want to do the shrimp shells and all that. That's what you can use. You can use that. So we got our skillet with some melted butter in. It's gonna add our shrimp in. It's gonna heat it up. The shrimp's already cooked. You know, it's just like real cold. Add a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, you know, some salt, pepper. Season it up just a little bit. You don't have to go crazy. And then once we got it cooked down a little bit, I'm gonna take some of the claw meat out, add some parsley in there, and then add my white wine and reduce that down. Roughly about a cup, under a cup. We're just gonna reduce it down because you don't need that much wine because it's not that much shrimp. I mean, not that much lobster. Just for like a sandwich. And some bisque. So yeah, we're gonna give it a taste. It's tasting good. Move some of the claw meat out. We're gonna add a little bit of shrimp just to get some bites in there, in the bisque. I keep calling the lobster shrimp for some reason. I don't know. I'm bugging. So yeah, we're just gonna reduce that white wine all the way down till there's nothing left. All that white wine is reduced down. All that lobster absorbed it. You know, so now it's time to build this sandwich. You want to get some $30 sliced bread, you can do that, get the fancy stuff. But we're not doing fancy grilled cheeses. This is fancy enough. I mean, come on. So we just gotta add our cheese and I add the lobster right in the middle. And then there's no real easy way to do this. Dignified. Just fold it up as quick as you can, throw it in a hot skillet. Now when I was adding my cream into my lobster bisque, my shrimp and lobster bisque, I was a little bit late on the flip, but it's all good. I ain't selling it, I'm eating it. But just make sure, like, you know, you stay on top of it. I don't want you burning your grilled cheese, your lobster-filled grilled cheese. I don't want you burning it. But it's all good. I'm gonna add some mayo on both sides, and I'm just gonna keep flipping it. Once I get that good golden sear like that is, it's supposed to look like that, nice and golden. But I'm just gonna keep flipping it until it melts. And then we good. Till you see the cheese oozing all out the side, you know? That's how you know it's done. So we're just gonna plate it up. Now the shrimp and lobster bisque is a little bit too thin for me, but it's all good. You can add some extra tomato paste in there, some cornstarch to thicken it up. But I was in a rush, I was hungry. Sliced up the grilled cheese ready to go. Like, I don't like all that extra cheese in there for the cheese pull effect. You know, some people like to do that for visuals, but I'm eating this. And it's perfect. Nice. Got a little dip with that shrimp and lobster bisque. Come on, man. This is grown up grilled cheese. You know what I'm saying? Sexy grilled cheese. See that? Cheese is nice and gooey. Got some lobster pieces in there. Just every bite is, oh my God, every bite's a trip to heaven. Now, like I said, the shrimp and lobster bisque is a little bit too thin, but oh my God, it's still restaurant quality, you know, some comfort food. Here you go right here, man. Lobster grilled cheese, some homemade shrimp and lobster bisque. On the side, you get your little dip on. Come on, man. Ain't nothing better than this in the wintertime. Real simple, real easy. So there you have it. You got to the end of the video. We really appreciate it here, man. It's the first one of the year. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We got a whole lot of videos on the way for y'all. We working and keeping on working. So, yeah, you know where we at. Peace.